Well, hey there, kids. C.D. Kaplan here with Jen. She's back. Did you get some rest this week, Jen?
Finally. Still recovering from Derby, but almost back to work.
Okay, well, it's great to have you back, sweetheart, though. I never thought I'd have those words to say. So let's talk about the things coming up. On the Derby thing, we've got the Preakness coming up. Big Brown. What do you think, Jen? None of the other horses from the Derby are going to go after Big Brown in the Preakness. What's your pick?
I wouldn't want to follow Big Brown, and I think Big Brown's going all the way, baby. All the way.
Triple Crown for Big Brown?
Triple Crown.
UPS will be so happy. And hey, that's local jobs, so we're going to like that. All right, well, so much for that topic. I think Big Brown's going to win too, but my horse that I had Colonel John, still running. Any rate, had that future book bet. Okay, well, let's talk about the OJs. Are you locked into this? The big OJ Mayo, OJ Simpson news over the weekend?
No. I spent all weekend in the woods four-wheeling.
So you weren't connected this weekend?
Not connected at all.
Okay, well, let's talk about O.J. Simpson then. There's a book coming out where a compatriot of O.J. Simpson says that O.J. one night, under the influence, he says, admitted essentially that he did the deed. He said something to the effect of, if Nicole hadn't come to the door with a knife in her hand, she'd still be alive today.
So the knife he killed her with was hers?
Well, apparently so. So, I mean, what do you think? Did OJ do it?
I say a drunk man's words are a sober man's thoughts. Guilty.
Well, isn't that wise? Did your grandmother teach you that?
No, I learned it working in the bar. Okay.
Well, there you go. Sage advice from CityBlockLouisville.com. Come on down. Lots of parties going on down here. Just to gratuitously mention our sponsors here, CityBlockLouisville.com. Where are we? At 2nd and Liberty?
Yes.
Is that where we are? Okay. Well, it's great. 5 bars, all that. Okay. Well, keeping in the OJ, 6 bars. Pardonnez-moi. Keeping in the OJ mode, we've got OJ Mayo. You know who OJ Mayo is?
I did hear about this one, and I think it's shady.
Well, what we're talking about is the other OJ. OJ Mayo played basketball freshman year at Southern Cal. Lived in West Virginia, but started out his high school career playing in like Ashland or something at Rose Hill Academy. That he's been getting money from an agent all along. Imagine our surprise. Do you think like college kids, like athletes, should be getting money, that the schools are making enough money that they should pay their ballers?
No. Why? Why would you do that? They're college players.
Okay. Well, Jen's got an opinion, and that's a good thing. That being out in the woods over the weekend must have cleared your head, Jen. Or all the sleep that you didn't show up last week. Okay, well, at any rate, it's a tough topic. Excuse me. I'm not sure whether college kids should get paid. I know the schools are making a lot of money.
They should lower tuition.
Coaches are making a lot of money. Well, that's a whole other thing, and they need to raise taxes for that. Okay, well, I guess we get a couple of big hits to go out here. And the last thing, and I guess the big social event, I don't guess you were there, Jenna Bush's wedding?
I wasn't there, but I did see it on TV at the gym this morning. She looked so pretty with her little flowers.
And 14 groomsmen and 14 bridesmaids. That's a big number. What do you think?
It's too much.
How did they get rooms for all them in that little Texas town? I wonder where they all stay.
I don't know. She's only the daughter of the president.
Right. Well, do you think they set up tents or
they probably built a new
trailers or use some of those FEMA trailers maybe?
Yeah, that would be fun. Hook them all together and pull them down the hill.
Okay. Well, that's about as much fun as we got this week. I saw an interesting movie yesterday, but you were out in the woods, so we can't talk about The Visitor. But anyway, you might think about going to see that. Thank you so much. At any rate, this is the Culture Maven. And Jen, you might want to tune in next week because we're going to have some major action for you. So there's the tease. We're not telling you what it is. So you're going to have to stay to the end of this and then come in next week. Jen's going to be displaying all of her talents. That's all I got to say. Say goodnight, Jen.
Good night, Jen.
Good night to you all. This is C.D. Kaplan, the Culture Maven, and Jen ranting and raving.